Hey. Welcome to another Gravel on the Ground. I am here in Iloilo, Meagaworld. I am staying right up that way, so you can kind of get a view around here. I can say right away, Iloilo is very clean. It's a very nice city. Well taken care of. Beautiful time of night as well. We're going to walk down. This is a whole Meagaworld area, so there's just lots of things going on here. And then you just walk down, there's restaurants and everything you could want. Across the way there's a mall, which I'm going to show you in one of the videos, so like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and you'll get to see all of Iloilo, you know, more or less, a lot of Iloilo. I'm going to be covering the clubs and the nightlife and, you know, everything I could find. There's always a lot going on. Doing the dance. So, always lots of fun stuff going on here. I can tell you already, I mean, there's so many places to eat here. It's one of the other things you don't got to worry about so much. It's like selection. You have a lot of selection. It's pretty clean, as you're going to see all the way. And what's interesting is even the parts you would expect, you know, I've been all over the world, 40, 50 countries, and you wouldn't expect some, you know, maybe you would expect this part to be clean because it's Meagaworld, right? And then we're going to take a walk right now over to SM Mall, which is another huge, there's a small mall here at Meagaworld, and then there's a huge mall over at S&M. But between between here and there, we go through the little Ktown area here, and then we go on kind of a standard big road here in Iloilo. And they have all of the food on the side, you know, little carts and bars and sorry stores and everything there. A laundry, it's where I got my laundry done. Got my laundry done in less than a day for $3. So basically like $3 a load. I only had one load. And it was amazing. And folded and everything was there, and it was just, you know, we know in the United States it would cost way more in quarters than to be able to do it for $3, you know. And I got my whites done separately than my colors. I didn't have to deal with all that and getting laundry detergent and waiting and all those sorts of things. So I'll show you on the way. But there's little things like that just make life better. So we're coming into the Ktown area. I'm going to turn this around and so you can see it, and I'll just talk on that. Kind of see what's going on. Kind of beautiful, huh? It's a great time at night. A lot of people out too. That is one thing that you will notice in Philippines in general, but Iloilo especially. It is nighttime thing. Like, we were out last night. I didn't bring my camera because I didn't want to deal with it. Sometimes you just want to go have fun, right? And it was a Wednesday night. We weren't expecting much. It was cool though. It was a lot, actually quite a few people out, and we had a good time. But people came out at like 11 o'clock, you know, on a Wednesday. So it's still, they love their nighttime here. And honestly, the weather's been pretty fantastic. It's been cool enough to walk every day. I know that's just because it's this time of year, but that's really nice. Really nice to be able to do that. So if you were to go, through there, so you get to the big Meagaworld Mall, and there is a kind of a skyway that goes from one to the other, and I will show you that route when we go that way. So you'll see along the way here, we got all kinds of restaurants, happy people. What you'll really notice about Iloilo, everybody is young. I swear everybody here is between 16 and 19 years old. Just so interesting. So I'm sure a lot of you understand why that is. Probably because of the schools and whatnot. But I just don't see a lot of, adults. I rarely see anybody between 25 and 35, like rarely. It's kind of trippy. So I wanted to show you Marketplace here because this is a great place to go shopping. And you can get anything you want basically between local food and Western food, anything you need. So that was really nice to have. And I can go in and get a big thing of water. And there's, I've eaten at a lot of these places here, and this book latte, it's behind the stairs here, excellent. I really liked that, and really liked, hopefully I won't get hit for music, really liked the farm to table over here. So you probably can't see it very well, but so it's towards the end, right before you get to the museum, and it opens up after Ktown. That is where farm to table is. They will have little events out here and things going on. And of course, I have a big shot of this, I think, somewhere where you can see the beginning of the mall over there with McDonald's and Starbucks, of course. And then right on the other side, you have Ktown. And the Meagaworld Iloilo sign across the way. So now, though, is what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna walk over this way. We're gonna walk towards the SM Mall, which is a great area to go. I mean, because again, every kind of food choice that you could want, whatever shopping you need is there. And they're all kind of easy. The traffic here isn't so crazy like it is in Manila, where, you jump in a cab. The cabs, again, there's so many things I want to tell you. I don't know if you've noticed that it's pretty clean. I mean, look at this. Look at all around. And it's pretty consistent. But one thing that I wanted to let you know, got ya. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, traffic's pretty easy to get around. I mean, this road in particular gets really busy just right about now, around traffic time. But for the most part, pretty easy to get around at the places that I've been. There's always exceptions, I'm sure. Oh, but the cab drivers, they are honest here. They always, as far as I could see, have always turned on the meter. And the cabs are actually cheaper than Grab. That's not generally going to be the case in most of the Philippines. What I've been told is Grab is generally better. And a lot of times, maybe if you're a foreigner, they might try and rip you off. I have noticed that is true from my experience, but not in Iloilo. You just don't even have to think about it. There's cabs everywhere. You can just grab one and go. So that's another thing that's really nice. But this is what I wanted to show you, is that look how nice this is. I mean, this is what you would consider like, the normal street, where it's not just all malls and, foreigner stuff. This is basically what you would see in Thailand or Vietnam or anywhere, but here it's pretty darn clean. And from what I understand, that's not normal throughout the Philippines. I don't know, since I went to BGC and Makati, and then I came here to Iloilo. So, and I was at the Mall of Asia, so I haven't really seen a lot of the, maybe if things are dirtier or whatnot. All I can say is Iloilo is quite nice, and people are very nice. I would say it's different. I would say when I was in BGC or Makati, I would, I've been told by the people that live there that, there's people that just feel like they've given up and they're not happy in a very visceral way. Like, they just have this look on them that's really bad. I have not seen that here in Iloilo. Now, people won't necessarily look at you because you're a foreigner as much as maybe they have in other places. But I don't really find that as a bad thing. I think they just treat you like another person, which is actually kind of nice because they're all very friendly, but they seem really nice to each other too. It's not just because you're a foreigner. You know, everybody's just going about their day and doing their thing. They pay you no mind, but you know, very rarely have I seen anybody here who's actually rude. You know, I don't see a lot of resting bitch face, you know, that we would see in maybe Western cultures. It's just, yeah, it's just nice. People are just doing their thing. They seem quite content for the most part. And, you know, considering the weather has been so good, and then the people are cool, and it's clean, and it's not that expensive for a foreigner, you know, and there's a lot going on, a lot going for Iloilo. And I guess that's why a lot of people want to come here, but you don't see a lot of foreigners stay. And I'm not sure of the reason why that's true, because there are quite a few foreigners here. It's not, I've met, you know, I've met as many foreigners here as anywhere. I don't see them as much. But one thing that I will say I have not seen one older foreigner with a younger Filipina here, not one time, nowhere. I saw it all over Makati, all over BGC, and my friends came in from Dumaguete, and they said it was everywhere, right? I mean, that's pretty famous for that. But here, no. And I think that's probably a thing. It's just not as like acceptable. People seem to pretty much be dating their own age, and they seem just fine with it, and you know, it seems great. So I'm not saying that as a negative. I'm just saying for the people who do come here for that, this might not be the best place. But in so many other ways, it's fantastic. I mean, it's a city you could really live in, you know? In my opinion, all of this is my opinion. I mean, I'm coming in kind of fresh, and what do I know? But I may change my mind at some point later too. I mean, who knows? But this is all just coming right off the cuff. So you just go down that street, and then you come to this really huge street. There's a big intersection there, and where the Jollibee is, and you turn right. So you're on this the main street here, going, seems to be the main street, going through Iloilo. And now you just keep going, and you're gonna run into SM Mall. It's not that far down, but there's really not a lot going on between here and there. I mean, it's probably a 4 or 5 minute walk from here to the mall, but I think I'll probably turn it off just because it's not that exciting, and then we'll start up again when we get to SM. But it's pretty much going to be like what you're seeing now for the next, you know, 4 or 5 minutes. All right, I'm back. I wanted you to check out, this is the Zuri Hotel. Probably not a bad place to stay, but then you're right here next to this main road. But you're literally right around the corner from SM Mall. Pretty easy to get from there to anywhere, I imagine. I feel like there's a lot more hustle and bustle here by the SM, even though if you just go directly over, you're right at Meagaworld. So there's a wall in between, so you can't just go through, as far as I can tell. But it's really just right over there. So you kind of waste some time just going around, but that's okay. It's still not far. So we're getting ready to get close, and let me show you what's going on here. So there's some local bars and restaurants, and local food around. And there is a couple dogs, but what I've really noticed, and this is different in Thailand, I ran into stray dogs that were kind of scary, but nothing like that here in Iloilo that I've seen. All of these stray dogs and cats who get lots of little stray cats, but they get lots of love, and they've been very nice. So that's been great. And here is the big mall. This thing is enormous. I mean, yeah, okay, it's not like Makati big or Mall of Asia big, but it's definitely got everything you could want. I kind of like it better. I mean, a lot of these big malls, they have all of these stores that I would never shop at. So they're kind of useless to me, other than the way they look. Whereas these two, both the Meagaworld and here, your food selection, they're gonna have a lot of local things. I think that's one of the great things about it, is because, you know, I can have local food at the mall where it's cool, you know, instead of having to eat at, say, a Starbucks or, you know, a Burger King or something, which they have all of that. You're gonna have McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, KFC, all of these things in this mall. But you also have a lot of local flavors, local bakeries, local things, and the same over at Meagaworld. I've had some amazing food that's like a local place, but it may even have Western food, like this huge cheeseburger that I'm going to show you that I had. It's really, really good. The first good burger I've had actually in the Philippines, so I'm happy about that. And the price is right. So again, good food choices. Let's head in. Hold on. I'm going to turn this off for security. All right, so we made it in. We're okay. So I am meeting up with some friends that I met here actually in Iloilo. First time I came to this mall, I met up with them, and we went out drinking last night, or went out, you know, I'm not much of a drinker, but when in Rome, I guess, right? I'm gonna try and save that kind of thing though for the weekend, but they're only gonna be here until tomorrow, so I figured, hey, I'd go out and hang out with them. So we're gonna meet up here and have some dinner, but I will show you the rest of this mall later.